it here on Daybreak.
That's right. Some kittens in your arms climbing around. That's reason to smile enough on a Friday. It is September 27th. I'm Lauren Barnes.
And I'm Joe Morano. Of course, we're talking about the parking lot. It's going on this weekend. Plenty more details about that coming up over the next 2 hours, though.
Yes, we're excited to tell you all about that, and we're also excited to hear how the weather is going to fare. Meteorologist Elisa Rafa joins us this morning.
We are there now. A little more than 24 hours out, and everyone's going to start looking at that forecast a little more closely.
I know the newsroom has been nervous because we've got a chance of storms on Saturday, but I think the parking lot, honestly, I think it will get off fine. Maybe mostly cloudy, maybe a shower here or there, but not washed out, not rained out. I think it'll be all right.
And it won't be canceled either way.
No.
Right.
Yeah. I really think it's going to be fine. It'll just, actually, the clouds might even help us because it won't be that hot out there.
I got you. This morning, I'm just now noticing this, though. Our tower camp's shaking this morning. Is it a little windy?
Yeah, we've got some steady winds that are going to start to kick as we head through the afternoon. We've got those temperatures in the upper 60s again, so a pretty warm start. South winds picking up. It's 15 miles per hour for those southerly winds, and will be breezy as we head through the afternoon. Dew points are in the middle 60s. So we do have a couple of clouds out there this morning. We're dry, though, so some smooth sailing as you head to work and school. It's 64 degrees in Branson, 65 in Harrison, and 62 in Mountain Grove. A little bit sticky out there this morning, but again, not terrible. We'll continue with the summer stickies as we head through the afternoon. Dry roads today, just breezy out there. You might feel it as you're on the highway. By dismissal, pretty summery, mostly sunny, warm, and breezy. 89 degrees will be near record and much above average. We're looking at some clear and warm conditions for those football games tonight. Steady southerly winds, a temperature at 76 degrees by halftime. We're tracking a warm and breezy day today with some near record heat again. A chance of storms tomorrow and then hot-tober as we head into next week. Your forecast is up in 10 minutes.
Beginning off this morning, a Springfield man was hit by a vehicle while running from police yesterday. Police say they stopped the man on Fort Avenue and Lawrence Street for a traffic stop. He had a parole violation and attempted to run on foot when he was hit by the vehicle. Police say he will not be arrested for his parole violation and is currently being treated for non-life-threatening injuries. This is a developing story we'll continue to watch out for.
Also new for you this morning, a Neosho man has died after injuries from a traffic accident in Newton County yesterday. 56-year-old Jane Tripp was ejected from the vehicle and pronounced dead at Mercy Hospital. According to the Missouri State Highway Patrol, the vehicle was heading north on Route C, 2 miles south of Reddings Mill, when the vehicle collided with another car that did not yield. And in McDonald County, a man is dead after being hit by a vehicle as well. 26-year-old Pierre McWhirter was walking on Missouri Highway 59 last night. A vehicle driving south tried to pass another vehicle and hit him. He was pronounced dead at the scene.
That shows that life expectancy actually declined in the state of Missouri last year.
That's Senator Josh Hawley right there, saying in 2018, life expectancy decreased across the state. That's according to the Missouri State Department of Health and Senior Services. Now, according to their 2018 vital statistics, it cites an increase in deaths among younger people. The report says the cause is usually external causes like drug overdoses, suicides, or homicides. The death rate for people ages 25 to 31 is actually at the highest level since the 1950s. Hawley spoke on the U.S. Senate floor yesterday.
And we know what's causing it. It's an epidemic of drug overdoses and suicides, along with a spike in crime in our cities. Now, here are the facts. Opioid-related deaths in Missouri have more than doubled in the past decade. The number of suicides is up by over 50%, and there's no end in sight. But it's time for this town to take some responsibility. It is time for the governing class to admit that the policies it has pursued for decades on trade, on immigration, on finance have helped drive working people to this crisis.
Now, as we said before, the report also says homicides contribute to the increase of deaths as well. Missouri Representative Lacey Clay was also in D.C. talking about the rise in violent crime.
Since May, at least 22 children under 16 years of age have been killed by guns in the St. Louis region. We need to address this urban violence.
Governor Mike Parson decided last week to send help to the St. Louis area in an effort to reduce violent crime. That begins next month.
Putting crime into focus for you this morning, Springfield police are looking for a Fairgrove woman who's accused of trying to rape a 13-year-old boy. 44-year-old Cynthia Heisler was charged on several counts of sex abuse. The incident happened in April, and she was reportedly on parole for a burglary case then. Court documents show she got the boy drunk and choked him, then tried to force herself on him in a bathroom. The news leader says Heisler pressured the boy to consume 4 alcoholic drinks. The teen was taken to the hospital after someone walked into the bathroom and stopped the woman. She claims any sexual contact with the boy was consensual, yet under Missouri law, children cannot consent to sex with adults. Heisler has an extensive criminal history, including several convictions for sexual misconduct and endangering the welfare of a child. She has a warrant out for her arrest, and you're asked to call police if you know where she is.
We're also learning about another arrest warrant in North Springfield. Greene County deputies were looking for a woman at a home on North Clifton, but inside found a man, an AR-15 rifle and body armor. Both were arrested without incident.
In a developing story for you, Springfield drivers are getting better about stopping for pedestrians on city streets. This quarter, the SGF Yields program says there's been a 6% improvement with it. However, the city has reached a total of only about 35% of drivers stopping at crosswalks for pedestrians.
It's also your right to know ahead of a public hearing next month. The Missouri Gaming Commission is reporting over 80 complaints of illegal slot machines and other gaming devices around Missouri. Right now, a state house committee estimates 14,000 unregulated machines in the state. Officials said earlier this month the unregulated video gaming machines could be diverting up to $50 million from the lottery.
In a local spotlight for you, there is a demand for cats and dogs that need forever homes, and several local animal rescues are coming here to our station to help that cause. As we've been telling you, the Color 10 Barking Lot event is tomorrow morning. You are invited. It's from 9 to 11 in our parking lot on East Division Street. If you can't adopt right now, you can come have fun anyway. We'll be taking donations on site, and the first 50 people there get a cool free Barking Lot t-shirt. That's always good. We visited a couple of the local animal rescues that will be there, and they talked to us about the real need for adoption right now.
We've been spending close to $20,000 a month just on vet bills, and that doesn't include, the money that we need to get supplies, food, litter, things like that for our fosters as well.
Adoptions are very important because we typically rescue from animal control's death row. So for every animal we're able to adopt out, that's another animal we're able to pull off of death row and essentially save their life.
Now, Joe, a few times you said right now. I think what you meant to say is right meow.
Nailed it. That's why I bring you in here on these Fridays.
Yeah, we'll be working on those puns for tomorrow. We'll also be streaming the event on ozarksfirst.com and checking in on our Facebook page, so don't forget to check that out.
We can be real punny then online there.
That's true. Still ahead for you on Daybreak, the circus goes digital.
And Alexa is working on giving you a little privacy. We'll explain in your Money Watch. Stay with us.
From Color 10 Ozarks First, Lauren Barnes, Joe Morano, and weather with meteorologist Elisa Raffa. This is Color 10 News Daybreak. Now weather with meteorologist Elisa Raffa.
Good morning and happy Friday. I wanted to start us off looking at the big picture. It has been a sizzling September. We've had most of our days all well above average, 23 days this month above average. The month is still running about 8.5 degrees warm, and it will be one of the top 10 warmest Septembers on record. We'll have some pretty warm temperatures through the weekend, so that's only going to help us get closer and closer to that #1 mark. Because we've been so hot, we also haven't gotten a ton of rain this week. Past week was a little bit nicer to us. Finally get some rain in the bucket. We're at about 1.5 inches for the month, but still over 2 inches below average because we've just spent so much of the month hot and dry. I was curious about this, so I was asking Kelly Bowen, our horticulture expert, yesterday, starting to see a few leaves change color. We're not quite there yet. Our peak is late October and early November, and with the heat, that could slow things down, or the colors won't be as vibrant because we need the chilly nights and the mild sunny days. So we'll have to keep an eye out on how long this heat lasts and how it could impact our fall color. Otherwise, we're starting out at 66 degrees in Springfield, south and southeast winds at 15 miles per hour with some dew points in the middle 60s. It's 65 degrees in West Plains, 63 in Ava, and 63 in Fort Leonard Wood. The dew points are a little bit stickier to the west and will all be pretty sticky as we head through the afternoon. Not a terrible start out there this morning, though. Southerly winds will start to pick up as we head through the day today. Could have gusts to 30 miles per hour, and that's going to pull this warm and sticky air mass into the Ozarks ahead of our next cold front. So we're looking at a pretty hot and breezy day today, but dry, mostly sunny and summery. We could pop a couple of showers and storms up to the north and west tonight. The front stays in the Kansas City area tonight, but a few of our extreme north and west counties could get clipped by some storms. Then the front works its way southward as we head through the day tomorrow, and we could have a couple of showers and storms. There's that marginal risk, maybe 1 or 2 strong storms possible as we head through the afternoon. We're mainly looking at the threat of quarter-size hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds, maybe some brief heavy downpours as well. So we'll have to keep an eye out for that. Again, today, mostly sunny, warm, and pretty sticky. Temperatures in the middle and upper 80s. And then by tonight, we're mostly dry, mostly cloudy. Then we'll have a couple of storms possible tomorrow, but you can see it's not a washout, just mostly cloudy with that spotty storm chance. Temperatures in the low to middle 80s. Once that storm system kicks out, we're looking at that high pressure coming back in, and the heat is going to be the big story as we head into next week. We're looking at temperatures starting on Sunday in the upper 80s to near 90 degrees through Wednesday as we start out the month of October. Our average is 76 degrees. 89 today, warm and breezy. South winds gust to 30 miles per hour. We'll have some sunshine. I'm forecasting 89. The record is 91 from 1953, so we'll be close to our records today. 69 overnight, warm with some showers and storms popping to the north and west for that parking lot by tomorrow morning. Again, we're here from 9 to 11. We'll have mostly cloudy skies, maybe a storm or two, but I do think we'll get off with most of the event dry, and we'll be here even if we do get hit with one of those showers. 85 degrees tomorrow, a chance of showers and storms in the afternoon. Then the heat is back on starting on Sunday, warm again, Hot-tober through Tuesday and Wednesday of next week.
Wall Street lost ground on Thursday. The Dow fell 79 points. The Nasdaq dropped 46, and the S&P 500 slipped 7. Shares of Peloton downshifted on its first day of trading. The exercise machine company's IPO was set at $29 a share, but finished the day down 11%. Peloton's chief officer said the company realizes there's concern about high-growth tech companies, but noted it's in it for the long haul. Alexa, delete my recordings. Amazon is making it easier for users to have their voice recordings delete automatically after 3 or 18 months. It's a new setting that'll be available in the device's privacy hub. Users used to have to manually delete stored recordings. Otherwise, those records are kept indefinitely by default. When setting up auto deletion, though, users will get a warning that doing so could degrade Alexa's ability to respond to or understand commands. And the circus may be getting high-tech. Cirque du Soleil is in talks with Boston Dynamics about using its robot dog Spot in live shows. The animal-like robots originally started as a military-funded research project, But the Massachusetts company said this week's spot is now available for mass production. Cirque du Soleil says it's evaluating Spot's potential for shows. And that's your CBS Money Watch report. For more, head to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the New York Stock Exchange, I'm Diane King Hall.
Up next in sports, the Chiefs get ready for another road trip.
We've also got plenty of high school sports happening, though. We've got a little Thursday night lights to get to when we return.
What a Thursday night football game last night, a matchup between the green and yellow and the wings on the helmet. And no, I'm not talking about Green Bay and Philadelphia. I'm talking Parkview and Glendale. Homecoming night is Friday for the Vikings, forcing a Thursday night matchup with the Falcons. And I hope Parkview enjoys the dance tonight because this was all Glendale. Opening possession, handoff to Nardo Trout, ball stripped out. Lazaro Martino falls on it for the Falcons, and Glendale capitalizes. Gab Watts at quarterback, drops back to pass. Doesn't like what he sees, heads up the middle, and a 19-yard scramble muscled his way into the end zone. Falcons up 6-0 to start. 7 minutes left in the first, same score. Some route miscommunication on the pass for Parkview, picked off by Marquise Shaw. Now it's just a Sunday stroll into the end zone for 6. Falcons leading 14-zip. Jump to the second quarter. It's 22-love Glendale. Watts on a dime, 54 yards to Ben Shoemaker. And stick a fork in this one. Falcons flog Parkview 52-8. They improve to 3-2 heading into next week's date with Kickapoo. In the NFL, the 3-0 Chiefs are set for their third game in the opening 4 weeks. This time, however, comes with a few interesting wrinkles. For Patrick Mahomes, it's a glimpse of what could have been. He was drafted by the Detroit Tigers in baseball back in 2017. Considering he was the 37th round selection, though, it's hard to say he made the wrong choice. Also marks Mahomes' first indoor game since he played against Baylor at AT&T Stadium back in 2016. But considering he threw for 6 touchdowns and nearly 600 yards that day, it's hard to say playing indoors will have much impact. Meanwhile, head coach Andy Reid says he's excited for the challenge of the Chiefs' 4th straight undefeated opponent.
We're for the challenge of playing Detroit. We know they're a good football team. I mean, they're undefeated right now and doing a doing a heck of a job. My hat goes off to Matt Patricia. He's really changed that place around.
I think other than if it's like raining or snowing outside, then I don't think it makes too big of a difference. I know when it gets out there, you still have to play football. You still have to make the throws, and I've played in it a couple times, and I mean, it feels like just any other football game.
Meanwhile, if you're a Cardinals fan, take your heart medication now. With just one series left, the Brew Crew now within one game of St. Louis after a win over the Reds. Cards close out the year hosting the Cubs, while Milwaukee travels to Colorado. With your Friday morning sports, I'm Matt Farine.
Whew, 3 games left. 1 game lead. Big weekend coming up, everyone.
The Cardinals really are giving people a heart attack, that like really down to the wire,
certainly
by a needle last push.
We'll keep you posted on that through the weekend, so stay tuned for that. But we also need to keep us updated on the weather, too, because we're all concerned about having a good weekend, being able to get outside a little bit.
I think it's going to be a nice weekend. Sunday might be the better day. We'll have more sunshine, temperatures a little bit warmer, but overall, a pretty good weekend ahead. 66 degrees in Springfield, south and southeast winds at 15 miles per hour, and some steady southerly winds. It is 66 degrees in Clinton, in Lake of the Ozarks, 64 in Camdenton, and 65 in Harrison. Southerly winds are sustained about 10 to 15 miles per hour, and they'll pick up as we head through the afternoon. If you need to do some harvesting, you'll have temperatures pretty warm today, but the wind might hurt you. We'll have, again, gusts up to 30 miles per hour by this afternoon. Temperatures in the middle and upper 80s as we head through the day today, so warm and no rain. If you're going to those football games tonight, the guys will be at Salem at Ava for 1st and 10 coverage, mostly sunny. Temperatures staying warm and will stay clear through the game. So temperatures in the middle and upper 80s today on Futurecast. We're looking at a couple of clouds tonight and warm. Few showers and storms as we head through the day tomorrow, especially focused to the north. Temperatures in the low to middle 80s. We do carry a risk of maybe 1 or 2 strong storms tomorrow. Again, starting to the north and west tonight, and then it moves through more of the area by tomorrow, so we'll have to keep an eye to the sky there. So for that parking lot forecast, again, we're here 9 to 11. Tomorrow morning in the Color 10 parking lot, an adoption event with 8 local rescues. We'll have some clouds, maybe a shower or 2, but I do think we'll get through the event without a washout. Should be fine, and even if we get sprinkled on, we'll be here. We'll just be in the garage. If you want to hit a corn maze this weekend, we'll have some showers and storms possible on Saturday. Sunday will be dry, but it won't feel like fall. It feels more like summer with that high at 88 degrees.
All right, and you just heard Elisa talk about the parking lot there. We've also got cats for you coming up this weekend, right?
We sure do. One of those rescues is Home for Life Cat Sanctuary. Home for Life started back in 1993 to help cats and dogs at the Buffalo City Pound.
That's right, and in the decades that followed, the rescue has expanded, and now Home for Life offers animals to take care of. They take care of them. They operate a spay and neuter program, provides education on animal adoption. You see Jerry Zimmerman here on Daybreak, right?
We love Jerry and all the sweet kitties she brings in. So come see her, come see us tomorrow from 9 to 11 right here in the Color 10 parking lot. We will see you to start off your weekend.
All right, coming up next, we have our political coverage as President Trump is back in Washington, D.C.
We'll tell you why the president is claiming he's at war following the release of a whistleblower complaint.
Welcome back, everyone. 5:27 this morning. President Trump is back in Washington after spending the week at the UN General Assembly in New York. A new poll by NPR, Marist, and PBS NewsHour finds 49% of Americans support impeachment, with 46% against. Yesterday, he continued to fight off allegations that he used his political power for personal gain. Mark Liverman explains this morning.
President Trump says he's at war following the release of a whistleblower complaint detailing his phone call with Ukraine's president.
Who's the person that gave the whistleblower the information?
In a video of a closed-door gathering of U.S. diplomats obtained by Bloomberg News, the president suggested it could be treason.
You know what we used to do in the old days when we were smart, right? The spies and treason, right? We used to handle it a little differently than we do now.
In a 9-page complaint released yesterday, the whistleblower says senior White House officials worked to lock down all records of a presidential phone call this summer out of fear that they had witnessed the president abuse his office for personal gain. Acting Director of National Intelligence Joseph McGuire told lawmakers he has no reason to doubt the whistleblower.
You don't have any reason to accuse them of disloyalty to our country or suggest they're beholden to some other country?
Absolutely not. I think the whistleblower did the right thing. I think he followed the law every step of the way.
Republicans point out that the whistleblower was not a direct witness to most of the events described.
The whistleblower tells us the officials that I spoke with told me, and White House officials told me that. In other words, all of this is secondhand information.
But House Speaker Nancy Pelosi says it provides a roadmap for an impeachment investigation.
There are some in our caucus who think, let's just have an impeachment. No, we have to have an inquiry to further establish the facts.
President Trump maintains he did not pressure Ukraine to investigate his political rival, Joe Biden. Mark Liverman, CBS News.
3 House Democratic committee chairmen said President Trump's comments about the whistleblower constitute reprehensible witness intimidation and an attempt to obstruct Congress's impeachment inquiry.
Still ahead, we have our first spotlight into Breast Cancer Awareness Month, which starts on Tuesday.
Plus, an incredible discovery made in Mark Twain Cave earlier this week. We'll explain after the break.
My name is Joel, and I go to Roundtree Elementary School. Today is September 27th, and the lunch menu is cheese pizza, pepperoni pizza, grilled cheese sandwich, steamed broccoli, fresh banana.
Welcome back to Daybreak this morning. It's Friday, September 27th. I'm Lauren Barnes.
And I'm Joe Morano. Thank you for joining us as we get you started on your weekend, and plenty of happening around here. It's fall in the Ozarks, you know? So
it is.
A lot of activities going on, including the parking lot, which we're talking about, but mainly we just want to talk about the weather and see what's going to happen. Elise is saying Sunday will be nice, Saturday should be pretty good, right?
Yeah, I mean, we'll have more clouds, a chance of a couple of showers and storms, but it won't be a washout. You'll be able to get out and do things. Just make sure you check that Color Time weather app to dodge any showers that might be out there. But yeah, you're talking about fall, but it's going to feel like summer.
I was going to say that warm-up's also coming.
Yeah, especially as we head into next week. We're starting out this morning pretty warm with steady south winds. Temperatures are in the middle and upper 60s. We've got a few clouds at 66 degrees in Springfield on southerly winds at 15 miles per hour. A few clouds. You'll have some dry roads as you head out the door. It's 65 degrees in West Plains and in Harrison, 63 in Mountain Grove, and 63 in Ava. Winds are out of the south at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Will be pretty breezy today, but dry on the road, so the only hazard might be you might feel the car sway a little bit out there on the highway. We'll have a grade of an A- by dismissal, 89 degrees, warm and breezy. Temperatures will be near record yet again. For those football games tonight, we're looking at some clear and warm conditions. We keep a steady south wind and temperatures at 76 degrees by halftime. Tracking showers and storms for tomorrow, and then Hot-tober is going to be the story as we head into next week. Your full forecast is up in 10 minutes.
Let's bring you some good news this morning in a unique story. Hannibal, Missouri is home to the famous author Mark Twain, but back then known as Samuel Clemens. Earlier this week, an incredible discovery in Mark Twain cave was found. It was his signature. Clemens lived in Hannibal from 1839 to 1853, and historians have been searching for his signature ever since in that cave because there's over 250,000 signatures in the cave. But it was found and has been authenticated.
Looking for it all these years. So to finally find his signature in the cave that was named for him, it's remarkable. He signed the cave. We found his signature. We're so excited.
Clemens' signature isn't the only famous one you'll find in that cave either. Jesse James and Norman Rockwell's can also be spotted there too.
When we see you back here next week, believe it or not, it will be October, which is a month dedicated to breast cancer awareness. Through the help of the American Cancer Society, we'll be sharing this year's Portraits of Hope. These are stories unique to each woman about their battle with breast cancer. This morning, we meet Tanya.
I almost canceled my mammogram.
Tanya Sumners is a teacher at the Mercy College of Nursing.
But I teach, the importance of mammogram to my students. Self-breast exam regularly to my students, and I thought I cannot skip it.
And it's a good thing she didn't. When Tanya got a call confirming a follow-up appointment she never scheduled, she knew something wasn't right.
I honestly don't remember how I got from my office to Smith Glen to meet with my doctor, but I did.
Tanya was diagnosed in August 2013.
You are told that you're cancer-free, but you're never without the fear. And so when things come up in yearly physicals, or you're not feeling well, or you have a symptom, you think it may be that.
Sumners is much more than a teacher. She's a daughter.
She held my hand when it hurt, and because she's a fighter and survived it, I knew that I could too.
Warrior.
I was not a fast walker. Every year. This will be my 6th year to walk. I will walk until I can't, and then I'll have somebody push my wheelchair if I need to. It's that important to me.
Mother.
When you don't have enough fight, rely on your friends and family. Let them fight that day for you until you have the strength to continue to fight with them.
And Tanya is a survivor.
I have hope. Every year, every day that I wake up, that is a day that I've beat cancer.
Now, Tanya emphasizes local resources here also helped her beat her battle against cancer. Every week in October, there's some way to get involved. October 6th, for example, is the Aqua Nail Spa hosting Pink Hearts, Hands and Souls to get pampered from 11 a.m. to 5. October 12th is the free Pink Ribbon Rally event at Cox Cancer Center for survivors. And October 19th is the Making Strides Walk to benefit the American Cancer Society. At 7:30, Colorton has a team. You can join ours or start one. And we actually had a survivor join the team already.
Yeah, I had a viewer message me because you and I will be emceeing, so they saw that and they're like, "Ooh, I don't. How do I make a team, or can I?" I was like, "Just join ours." So yeah, if you want to join our team, we do have a cancer survivor on there.
That's so nice. I'm so happy that you two will be emceeing that event and helping shine a little bit more of a spotlight on this issue.
You'll be there walking,
I'll
and
be
so
walking.
will Hannah.
Certainly, yeah. I'm really looking forward to that.
All right, how's the weather going to be for this weekend's events?
We're looking at some showers and storms possible on Saturday, then hot again on Sunday. We're starting out with temperatures in the 60s and 70s this morning. Your full forecast is up right after the break.